Hi, everybody. It's me again, Linda G, coming to you from my town in Northern California. I just fed the dogs. I baked a stew in the crock pot today. I'm redoing my kitchen. By that, I mean I'm redoing the cabinets, sorting everything out, putting all the spices in their little bottles. And I'm just trying to make things easier. I'm downsizing too. I just got too much of everything. So today I went to UPS. Man, while I was in line, this woman was really looking at me, and I thought, uh-oh. I wanted to say, excuse me. But I was talking to the lady that I was sending stuff with, and she said, excuse me. And I said, yes. And she said, are you Linda G, the Comanche psychic? But of course I am. I had my sunglasses on, thank God. Hadn't spruced myself up for the day. And she said, oh my God, I watch your show all the time. She was so sweet. So thank you. I won't say her name because maybe she doesn't want anybody to know. Incognito. So then the gal that's checking me out is like, what's so special about you? I said, I run a strip club down the street. So anyway, and then I got caught up with watching David, the Tarot twins. He comes on, he has a show with his twin Tarot. Oh my God. They're so funny. They should be stand-up comics. Back and forth, back and forth. They're just, and David just gets through them cards. He ain't messing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'd highly recommend them. I'll put their link below. Him and I think are doing another collab. He was on my show last time, so I'll probably be on his show this time. We like to take turns. Okay, so here we go. Was there any other news? No. Nope. I'm here. I'm ready to go. Okay, so I got almost 300 questions. You know, I'm not going to be able to get through all of them today. I think I will divide them and do some more tomorrow because Saturday I'm pretty much off, except that I'm going to be cleaning my garage and my kitchen. Then I got to go through my clothes. Okay. Naomi Seed says, Linda, I understand we have a joint horror on those moronic jokers being put in the intelligence committee. And, you know, she's talking about Dr. Feelgood, who was running a drug market right out of the White House for Trump. These two men that he chose, Mike Johnson, Speaker of the Congress, the two men he chose to receive sensitive intel from the FBI, could not get a security clearance if they didn't work for the Congress. They would not qualify. I'm looking so forward. I'm looking so forward to 5 months when we get all this nonsense out of the way. Because let me tell you, people are not going for this. I don't care. Trump is still putting ads in the paper for people to come to his events. If he was doing so well, why would he be paying people to come to his events? So it's not going to be as tight as everyone says, and I got to go with the flow because when my guides tell me this stuff, you know, I can't rethink it. I can't get scared. I have to go with the flow. Okay. Please look up which Dems are on that committee. I'm going to tell you something, and plus I need to tell you that, let me write down the committee. I need to tell you that I talked to, while I was driving, you know, sometimes I get hits while I'm driving. I was talking to President Abraham Lincoln. He hasn't come to me in a while. And he showed me many different entities that had lives, including Churchill and Roosevelt and Kennedy, who had lives on Earth that are working as, actually, Lincoln told me he's been back to the Earth twice. He's came through as other bodies, human bodies. But they have all sat And they're working on this nation of keeping our democracy. This is very important to him because, you know, he never quite got over all the people that died, all the young men that died. And he wanted to me to know. Now, you know, he's the one that said a house divided cannot stand. That was what I was thinking about when I was driving, worried about all these people that hate the other side so much. It's a Biden this and a Biden that, and it's all total lies. And I could hear Trump talking away, and I'm telling Abraham Lincoln, I said, I like to call him Link because he's my backup. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey, Link, what's up with that guy? He lies so bad. And Abraham Lincoln told me that this energy forum, which actually was supposed to come through, was part of making our democracy even tighter because we were letting go. We were getting too loosey-goosey. It's about ready to tighten up. And he said, as he speaks his lies, he has no clue. So he believes what he says. Everything he says, he honest to God believes. He's got this fantasy world and he's talking trash and he knows it'll please others. There's only certain things like, you know, that he knew was a lie when he's saying that the thing was stolen. The 2020 was stolen. But then remember, he told someone, please don't tell people that I lost. It's just too embarrassing. I told you that I saw him sitting like this and he was going to refuse to go. And the FBI and everybody, his Secret Service told him, sir, if you don't go, unfortunately, we'll have to physically remove you. And he didn't want to go through that. Okay, so he's a horrible man. I'm so sorry. But Lincoln told me this too shall pass. They're all sitting together. They cannot change things with us. We have to take that choice. But they're looking at things. They can give us a little piece of the future, and they don't want us to be afraid. They want us to know that this too shall pass. All of them are going down, including Netanyahu. I saw him. I saw Putin. I saw Trump. They're all going to. So when people like Bannon are flapping their mouths, they're barking to the wind. You know, as they call for us to, not us, for the Trumpsters, to fight, to do this and that, they're talking to the moon. It's not going to happen because, sure, maybe some little Proud Boy gathering. Some people would really like to show their stuff, but they can't fight tanks and Secret Service and airplanes. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so I want you to know that Dr. Feelgood. Tell me about Dr. Feelgood. He's going to be in trouble for that long list of drugs he was passing out like candy. That's probably why they're all excited about him working on the committee. They know he will do underhanded things. He is not to be trusted. He would lie too. So the FBI is aware of who he is. But see, they can't pounce him now because they'll claim it's just because he was on the committee and it's a Biden this and Biden that. I see the FBI being very cautious, maybe even lying about what they have. Basically, he's not going to be in with the in crowd. They'll give him some intelligence, but not much. Oh, yeah, Trump told Johnson to do this. You're wondering why he picked these people? He didn't pick these people. Trump picked these people. It's not going to be long, too. They want me to tell you guys. It's not going to be long. All this will be settled. I can't remember the name of the other. Was it Johnson or somebody else is on the committee? Isn't Johnson a senator, though? They will not. I see them moving forward and coming into a wall. And they may be very aware that they're being cut off, but it doesn't matter how much they scream. When Biden wins in November, it's basically a nothing burger. because because once they know Biden's coming, then the FBI, everybody has total permission not to give these people anything, especially when they know that Congress is going to be outvoted. Congress is, and also the senators. Let me tell you something, you guys. Even on that thing, they brought it up deliberately. Let me tell you, Schumer could be smart. Even even when they brought up that concept, birth control, that, the sale of birth control, and they said no. They're not impressing anybody. I told you when they overturned Roe versus Wade, they've awakened the sleeping giant. I'm going to tell you, this was part of the reason the women will take him down. The women will take him down. So please be at peace. Abraham Lincoln came to me while I was driving, and he showed me him with other high energy souls, some who've never been on Earth. They are not allowed to change things, but they can probably throw a little something in there. You know what I'm saying? And they give courage to the people who want to fight and maybe just felt they couldn't fight. It's extremely interesting. And let me tell you, Biden made a good impression showing up at Normandy. My sister and I were out there, and we got to see the grave of one of our great cousins with the same maiden name. And they do a big, they drive you out there. They put this dirt over the name and then brush it off so you can see the name and take a picture. They gave us an American flag and a French flag. And then after we leave, they leave the flags by the grave. I don't know if anyone else had visited, but yeah, it was great. But it's a very weird energy there in Normandy. Okay, so I had a psychic, my good friend Patty told me, never go to France because you had a bad past life there. And the minute I stepped off that plane, I was sick for 2 weeks, barely making it. Okay, but it's a beautiful place. I'm not complaining about the place, but for some reason, energetically, something happened before. If you've ever landed somewhere, notice like right away you're not well, it's probably because you've been there before. Adrienne said the weird thing Aileen Cannon is doing this time is having anyone come before her and argue whether Jack Smith has the right to investigate Trump over the documents case. Well, you know why she's doing that. She's a fraud, you guys. Let's take a look. See, I've been telling you this, but if I need to remind you. Tell me about Aileen. Her husband's in trouble. Somebody was saying she only owned something when she became a judge, and they were lucky to have a few bucks in the bank, and now they have millions. What does that tell you? Money talks, you guys. Money talks. Aileen, so what's going on here? What's going on with you? She's looking tension. There's a lot of tension around this because they know she's a fraud. But see, they're a little stuck. She comes up with stuff. Now there's a man coming in here. This could be Jack, or this could be another judge who's going to say, hey, you got this thing all wrong. Yeah, she'll be put in her place or sent out to pasture within 4 weeks, 4 months. Might even be full before the election. Jack is gaining strength, but it's a battle to be played, you guys. It's very hard. You know we're not going to get this done this year. It will happen next. But when it happens next year, bada bing, bada boom, I think that's when that guy's looking for his ticket out. I think that's when Orange Marmalade's getting ready to go. Just know the angel of light and mercy is working with us. Temperance will see us through. And she keeps changing her mind. She keeps going in there and changing the rules. They're about ready. Oh God, Jack can't stand her. Let me look at Jack real quick because I just got that hit. By the way, he had a happy birthday on June 5th. Jack. I know it's probably driving you nuts. Do you know that those two guys that Trump told Johnson to put in, that's why Marjorie Taylor Greene can't bring Johnson up to the pasture again, because Trump is saying no. Do you know that those two guys would love to get intel on what they know about Russia, etc.? They are spies. They're not United States congressmen. They are spies for the other side. Putin is very happy with them being in there. So, Jack Smith. You know, I always see him with his legs up on a desk and his feet up there. I always see him with his little sack of his Subway sandwich. He keeps things close to his chest. It's probably none of our business what's going on, but somebody's saying tick tock, tick tock. He's looking at the clock and he's got a plan, but they're waiting on something. Something's coming up. Some of the damage some of these people are doing that he knows he's going to indict that are in Congress right now, he'd like to take them down now, but he can't. He has to wait on the January 6th. Oh, he's waiting on the clock for June 25th or something for the Supreme Court. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jack. Things will work out. Don't worry. How about, and you know that Johnson saying that the SCOTUS is good friends. I have very good friends. Yeah, I bet you do. Optus student. How about Comer using his position in Kentucky's agricultural office to attempt to import Chinese hemp seed? They contain 10 times the legal limit of THC on the government's dime. Earth Mama just said, how about that? Mike Johnson saying he's good friends. And you know what? Who's stupid enough to announce that out loud? Not a very good look. What's going to happen on this hemp seed? Will this be, see, the thing is, when the new administration takes over, you're going to see a lot of stuff taking place. We're going to be sick of all these things taking place. But they won't leave a stone unturned. That's what I heard. They're going to, everything that you think, oh, geez, you know, they're turning the stone over. Tell me about Comer. And you know that Florida is neck to neck with blue versus red. Biden is neck to neck with Trump. Okay, so not until probably March of next year. Oh yeah, he may go to jail for this. This is enough that he may go to jail, and we're all dancing with joy. Ooh, look at the outcome card, the 9 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. Stupid move on his part. All about money. He didn't care about people's lives. He's going to be in trouble. China is just turning away. They don't care. Oh, I know. I couldn't look at Trump frothing at the mouth. Could not look at that. Somebody said, oh, my friend said he had Googled it. My friend said he had Googled it, and it's he said it's a couple of things. He brought up 3 different things. One was rabies, and another was something else, epilepsy, and then something else. And I said, you forgot demon manifestation. Remember Jesus of Nazareth when he was being taken over by the demon and he was frothing at the mouth, big time frothing. So I wouldn't doubt if what's his name was demon manifested. because he believes a lie. Something talks to him in his head, but he's losing his mind, as you well know. So Julianne said, will Trump win his appeal before the election? No, I heard no. Alito recusing himself, more falsehoods coming out with the police report. No. Let me tell you, Alito and Thomas, not towards till the end of the year. They're not going to be able to pull them down because they're stuck there. They're stuck and they've got their act like they think they're all that and make me go. And then, you know, Thomas got all that millions and then he changed his story and they're obviously crooks. So, Leonard Leo is in trouble. Leonard Leo was part of some sort of scam with the rates of apartments or housing, and they raided his place. Let's look what's going to happen with Leonard Leo. Leonard Leo. Leonard Leo. Leonard Leo. He's got tons of attorneys working on this. He's in trouble. His cycle is changing. He's in trouble. He doesn't have Thomas in his pocket. He might pay a heavy price for this. There's a lot of proof. There's, I don't think Thomas will be around when he gets convicted and he tries to go before the Supreme Court. He's not going to get off with it. I think Thomas will be gone. I don't know if Thomas is gone because he's sick or what. But Thomas sort of blames himself for Leonard Leo because all eyes are cast upon him. And they wouldn't have been if he hadn't been such a piglet and taken all that money. Yeah, Infinite Journey wants me to ask about Florida Supreme Court ruling the governor to overturn the will of the voters. So that's to Satan. That won't last long. That won't last long. There's some Supreme Court, maybe 3, you guys can correct me, that are coming up for a vote. I think they won't get voted in. That won't last long. They're gonna turn that around. I just saw that as clear as day. I don't want you to worry. So I just answered about our Jack. So after the conviction, there's a good percentage of people that said they won't vote for a felon. And it's enough. Let me tell you, it's going to pop Biden up over the top. The MAGA will support Trump until he's no longer there. So what's going to happen is he's going to lose again. And we can't keep going through this. It's rigged, which he'll try to do again. And the other thing is they keep calling for the regular Joe Blows on the street to help him and fight for him. And they just don't have that many people. They're just not going to do it. Just not going to happen. There were some people in San Francisco protesting. He came here for some big thing. Okay, so I think Melania and Barron will leave the country. I've seen that. I think they'll leave the country. Yeah, that's a good question. Will Netanyahu actually make his speech to Congress in July? I was feeling like he wouldn't get, he might be gone before that. Netanyahu. Will he actually make, don't forget Monday's mail. Sunday members, pick a card for the last half of the alphabet. I see sweat coming down his face. And he just hit a school where people were stationed trying to stay in protection. And they go, oops, we'll investigate. They keep deliberately hitting civilians and then act like, oops, we'll investigate. They do it deliberately, you guys. They're killing some of their own people. So Mitch McConnell and what's his name says they'll meet with, oh, there would be a lot of protests coming out if he did show up. But let's double check it, okay? I don't know if the president would see him. If he sees him, it's to talk to him. I don't know, you guys. He might not be able to make it out. There might be enough battle or threats that they won't go, or threats within his own nation. He's stuck. He's unable to go. Maybe they're going to arrest him. Something will happen. I don't see the speech, okay? Something will happen. And when I heard he was coming, I had a feeling, it might not work out like you guys think. Oh, Hunter Biden, that's a good one. How will Hunter's case work out? Do you know, I feel like this jury is going to be on Hunter's side because a lot of them know about drug addictions. They know that the hard drive from the computer went with Giuliani, so you can't trust it. They know that they had come up with an agreement already on Hunter Biden, so they had no right to go back and hit him again. The tax thing too is going to be a little slap on the hand, but let's look at the gun thing. Knight of Cups, Six of Cups. Today, I saw President Biden say that if he would not pardon his son, because Hunter Biden don't play that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Hunter Biden. Well, Hunter Biden wouldn't want his dad to do that. This kid has paid, and he made some big mistakes. And boy, MTG loves his mistakes because she likes to show his nude photos as many times. She probably sleeps with them up on her ceiling. Outcome is the 10 of Cups. So he's going to be fine. Maybe a little bit more financial thing, but the outcome is happiness. Okay. Right now, he's facing the possibility of some jail time, but there won't be any jail time. Or if there is, it's so minor, maybe 4 days or something. Okay. No, Jane, I do not see another January 6th after the, I see some marching, but not horrible, awful, upset. Keep us off the ledge. Amen. A lot of you guys are asking the same question. Hunter Biden, Hunter Biden, Hunter Biden. I don't know how Trump got to leave outside the state of New York. I don't know what's going on there. But he's not in trouble with it. But he did call Arizona, Texas. I want to see, does our nation pick Joe Biden from the state of Arizona? Democracy will win. I just heard that. Thank you very much. What's her face? Carrie Lake, lose. I just heard that too. When I see her, she's always got that onion skin camera lens. I'm going to do prayers tomorrow, you guys. If you need a prayer, send it to me. Don't send it to me at any other address but Grindel, Grindel 9103 at gmail.com. Okay, so what were we asking? Who will win for Arizona? We're gonna be happy. Happy. Cutting out the old, bringing in the new. Rapid gains. They're gonna try to stop something, but look at, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. It might even have to be counted again, or they're gonna force another count, but the outcome is we're gonna win. Hail to the yeah. Jesus, I got so many questions. Thank you guys so much. I got a lot left over too. Let's look at the immunity. Suddenly, Trump is encouraging mail-in voting. No, he's not. He's thinking he can. Somebody gave him the facts about voting, and the people who would vote for him are a lot of retired and stuff, and it's better if they mail in their vote. Immunity case coming the end of this month. Tell us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I send a lot of love out to everyone. All of you who seek peace, know that this is going to pass. It might take 2 years for Trump to be totally out of the picture, but it will happen. In fact, the Republicans are going to be hitting themselves because Trump is going to go downhill so fast. It was like, how ridiculous for us to hold him up, when if he had been president, he wouldn't have lasted. That's what I heard. Sure, Biden is old, but he's more functional than Trump. Tell us about the immunity. You know, this is what I heard, and I'm just going to say it. I heard the Supreme Court would have already let out this news had they voted in favor of Trump having immunity. But because they're pissed that they couldn't vote in favor of it, they're holding it up to get at Jack Smith. They're doing it deliberately. Trust me. All the other jurors that are like-minded, they're like shaking their heads. Okay, thank you. Somebody's saying to me, even what's his name? Kavanaugh and the other guy that got voted in. What's his name? Gorsuch would probably go along with Amy and vote more in favor of not having immunity. The only ones who would show their asses are Alito, who had no business voting on this, and the other one, Thomas. I mean, well, successful. So the world will take this and run with it. We might get better news than we thought, you guys. Look at this. Moving forward. I know we thought they would split it. They sure had us waiting long enough. But here we are, celebrating too. Look at this. Fortune's fate, things going up. He's going to be upset. Let's look at this real quick, okay? Then I got to go because I got to cook my son. My babies are already fed, but I got to cook my son his meal. Actually, I already made a stew. I just got to serve it up. I'm going to make some rolls for him. Okay. How is Trump going to feel when the news of the immunity comes from the Supreme Court? Tell us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. How is Trump going to feel? Card fell. What was the card? The star. Okay. Fate. Fortune's fate. How is Trump going to feel? It's really gonna put him in a bind. He thought it would be good news. He's raking in money right now. He's happy about that. There's the justice working against him. He knows Jack Smith will come running. Okay? Before him is the Four of Pentacles. So he's really got to sober up, put things in its focus. Was it a female judge that's going to be working on this? They're going to get busy. Ooh, he's going to be upset. He's going to really be upset about these losses. Judgment is not in his favor. And there's a powerful female that's going to work with Jack Smith and say, okay, let's roll. I love it. Thank you, you guys. My poor Nicole, pray for her. She's got COVID again. The baby got COVID too, but he only had it for a day. And this is like her 4th time. She probably finally broke her fever. I ordered them a bunch of Mexican, nothing like Mexican food for fevers. Okay, you guys take care. I'll catch you on the other side. Cheers.